Okay.
Well, and indeed, a very warm welcome and an okay to you too. I'm joined again by that fabulous broadcaster, the wonderful Mike Reed. How are you doing, Mike? Can you hear me?
You're breaking up a lot, but I get the gist of it.
Oh, the story of my life, I'll tell you what. We'll try and give it a go. We were talking about introducing poetry to the world, and you're a member at Home House where they used to have poetry evenings and competitions and things. Tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, they just give you some sort of theme, and people come in and read their poems live to everybody else. You sit around, have something to eat, have a glass of wine, and listen to other people's poetry. It was a really nice evening, actually. It was great fun. And I've forgotten the theme of this, but it was a sort of Christmassy theme, I think. So I did this. I was driving down to have lunch with some friends, and I saw towards the south coast, and I saw these two houses. The traffic slowed. There were two houses. They were semi-detached houses next door to each other, and one was really immaculate, had beautiful lawns, everything. You thought, oh, that's lovely. Next door was like a rubbish tip, overgrown. I thought they're the same houses, but one is obviously, looking down on his neighbour and going, oh, there's dreadful people next door. We keep our lawns manicured and our hedges trimmed and everything. Look at the state of them next door. So I did it on that.
Okay, fantastic. What have you a name for this particular poem?
It's called I'm Posher Than My Neighbour.
I'm Posher Than My Neighbour by Michael Reed.
I'm posher than my neighbour at number 3. We got a chihuahua with a pedigree. His dog is a mixture I couldn't guess. It's called Churchill and it makes a mess. He doesn't scoop it up. He just says, oh, yes, and thinks it's really funny. I can take my neighbour in very small doses. He's got body odour and halitosis. He thinks he's Rudolph Valentino, though he's seriously ugly and stinks of vino. He's even smaller than Al Pacino. That's the same size as my mummy. Our bungalow's posh and we've got class. We've got hydrangeas and pampas grass. He's got an old Christmas tree 2 feet in height, and his plastic guttering is shite. We've had our house snow semmed white with a concrete hard standing. I'm posher than my neighbour. If he votes at all, he votes hard labour. We've got aspirations, we've got dreams. We used to vote Lib Dem, now we vote Greens, and we like to live beyond our means. It improves our social standing. My neighbour's not as posh as us. We drive a car, he takes the bus. He doesn't drive at all, you see. Well, I have a 2-tone Ford Capri. There's a bit of rust, but it's a 63 with a gear change on the column. My neighbour's covered in cheap tattoos, some in the shapes of bottle of booze. He wears a T-shirt that says George Clooney. Is it PC to say he's a loony? Anyway, he looks more like Wayne Rooney. No, actually, more like Gollum. I watch TV to improve my mind. QI, travelogues and question time, while my neighbour's glued from dusk to dawn in front of the set with the curtains drawn, watching nothing but hardcore porn, which is no good for his health. I read books like Encyclopedia Britannica and the Christmas Annual of Challenge Annika. His library consists of porn mags he's bought and a well-thumbed copy of the Daily Sport and the Criminal Law Court's annual report because there's a name check for himself. On Christmas Day, he shares his beer, not the contents, just the cans come here. While we eat turkey that's been corn-fed, he eats takeaway pizza in his bed, and he washes it down with a very cheap red and a portion of egg fried rice. While we sip flutes of Moe and Shandon, he's chucking up lager all over the landing. When we sing carols like Deck the Halls, he's drowned out by belching coming through the walls. Mind you, he does hang his Christmas balls, and they've arrested it for him twice. We get invited to the vicarage for tea, the last Sunday in the month at 3:30. My neighbour's church is the Old White Horse, where he gets drunk every night, of course, and gets thrown out at early doors by the landlord. He's bad for business. I'm healthier than my neighbour. I smoke e-cigarettes with a harmless vapour, while he smokes rough shag till he's green in the gills, and old woodbines from WD and H.O. Wills, and a special brand that says smoking kills, which I buy him every Christmas.
Brilliant.
It won't seem to go down any further than that for some reason. I think that's the end. I think that could be the end, yeah.
I thought that was the line then. You won't go down any further than that.
I heard this bell going bong, 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 but it was telling me it was the end. Yes, okay.
I love it that you can finish a poem with a bell. It's rather like there's one in the Pooh books. You used to ring the bell when you had to turn the page. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Do you want me to do the last verse again?
Oh, I'd love. I tell you what, go for the last verse. This will be like your.
Okay, I'll do the last verse. I can make it because I know it's the end. Okay. I'm healthier than my neighbour. I smoke e-cigarettes with a harmless vapor, while he smokes rough shag till he's green in the gills, and old woodbines from WD and H.O. Wills, and that special brand that says smoking kills, which I buy him every Christmas.
Oh, that's the dark side of Michael.
Oh,
no
yeah.
longer your family-friendly thing. Do you get on well with your neighbours?
Yeah, I think so. They're not like that, but no, I thought it was quite. It's just one of those things where you just take note as you drive past, and you think, oh, and so, like a song, something starts ticking along in your mind, and you get a few more lines. You think, oh, there's a poem in there somewhere. I like that. Yeah.
Brilliant. I love it. And how often do they used to do these poetry readings at Home House?
Well, once a month, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, once a month. It's great fun.
Yeah, fantastic. Oh, wonderful. Well, a real joy to catch up as always. But for now, Mike Reed, thank you very much for joining me.
Andrew, thank you as always.
Take care. Bye-bye.